Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of Narpocalypse. Today's guest, we have the man himself. In his most notable season at Lehigh, he had 1,851 passing yards, 14 passing touchdowns, 174 completions on 306 attempts, averaging 168.3 yards per game. He went on to be the most athletic quarterback that Weber has ever not taken advantage of. He was by far the best signaler on the sideline with me. He was the best looking man in Utah. He is the chosen one. He is the king of the North, ladies and gentlemen, Creyton freaking Cooper.
Creyton,
Thank you, Harp. Thank you.
welcome.
Very kind words, my friend. That was pretty spot on for the most part. Like you said,
Except for
What?
Creyton was like Icarus, okay? He was flying high. And then
What are you even saying right now? Like
he does
right off rip, what are we saying here?
The one thing that he's told not to do. He dives into the end zone. And collarbone was destroyed.
Well, no, that wasn't even. I didn't even dive then. I just got smacked. I dove against Idaho State. That's when I actually got chewed out by Coach Hill and Coach Myers pretty bad.
Oh, I thought you dove
for diving.
Collarbone.
Yeah, or for reaching the ball.
Yeah.
The pylon.
Did you score that?
But no. I low-key fumbled it, but I went out of bounds, luckily. Like, if I would have, if they would have overturned that, like, if it would have been in bounds, I actually would have got murdered, probably. But, because I don't know if it's before, I low-key had a bad game against Ohio State, or not Ohio State, Idaho State. Because I fumbled a snap, too, earlier in the game, and I had a turnover. Coach Hill freaking ripped me for that one. And so it was like the next series, or 2 series after, where I fumbled it out of bounds reaching for the pylon, and then he literally was like, if we'd have lost that ball, would have been OVO.
You know, in your defense, we've all made mistakes in a game. Yeah, like me almost murdering Rashid on my first ever punt return rep. Yeah. So,
dude, I liked the clip of Creyton getting smacked onto the track.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was just about to bring. I was just about to bring that up. Zeke almost murdering people. My first fall camp at Weber, I was just like a freaking ragdoll for everyone. Like that, obviously the clip you were talking about where I got thrown 10 yards onto the track and just arms ruined. But then a couple scrimmage later, or no, it was the first live scrimmage, so it might have been that same scrimmage, honestly. But freaking the last play of the scrimmage, I can't remember what Coach Hill said. He basically said something about the defense. I think he said something to the defense. I kind of got him pissed off. I snapped the ball, and I literally, before I even got the laces, Zeke's decleating me from. I don't know what move he pulled on the center, but I literally caught the ball, and I'm like getting decleated. Zeke's freaking 6'5", 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Boom.
On fresh,
oh my gosh. No, literally. And then I was like, damn, that's a shitty way to end a scrimmage. And then coach like blows a whistle. And he's like, nope, can't end the scrimmage like that. He's like, knock up one more play, run it back. I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. Get the next play, run it, whatever. Literally immediately snap the ball again. Zeke right through the middle, decleats again. Damn, bro.
Who was the center?
Like, I'm not like
I can't remember who the center was, but it was 3 plays in a row.
Yeah, like literally, and then this after the second time, I was like, all right, surely like that's enough. Like coach is a defensive guy, like we'll end the scrimmage. Nope. He's like, blows a whistle. He's like screaming at us like, offense, pick your shit up, let's go. Like trying to motivate us after he's yelling at the defense, whatever. And freaking, sure enough, we call the third play. We get lined up. Catch a snap. I think the third rep, I maybe had like a second longer. Like I was able to at least like take a step into my drop.
Yeah,
but then still out of nowhere, Zeke just freaking kills me, bro. 3 plays in a row, decleated. I was like, damn, okay. That's a good way to get welcome to college football by Zeke Birch.
But, my bad, bro. My bad.
Dude, I had a welcome to football.
I had to prove myself for playing time. Sorry.
I mean playing time, Zeke. You were starting, dude. We know it.
Not at that point. Anyways, sorry, you were saying.
Oh no, I had one similar to that. Like my first scrimmage at Butte, I was scout team, and so our quarterback coach was like, "You're not going to be live because you're going against the one defense. They're just going to get through the line anyways." And then the 1 and 2, they're going to be live because they got the better line against the scouts. So I was like, "Oh, I'm chilling." And I like first play of the scrimmage, I think I took like just a quick drop on a fake, and the DN fucking at full speed blindsided the fuck out of me. And Michael Kutch, if you're watching this, dude, I remember that shit. And I was like, what is happening, bro? I got lit up that scrimmage like crazy. It was terrible.
It's so awesome.
Listen,
Gotta love it.
there's like very few plays that the defense is able to go actually live on the quarterback, and that's just an off season of frustration we gotta take out in 1 or 2 plays.
It's the little freshman's first scrimmage is when you're gonna take it out on
Yeah,
them.
literally. Let's put the 5th year senior on all the freshmen and show them what it's about.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It happens. It happens.
I was like 185 pounds getting worked, just getting absolutely shredded.
Yeah.
Were you there when Coach Hill made us do like one-on-ones while stretching?
Yeah. Like during the pre-practice
like,
stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know if I was there with the one-on-ones, but like the competition stuff, yes.
Oh yeah, we did competitions, but before that, before our athletic trainers shut it down, we used to do legit one-on-ones. Like we'd lay on our backs, he'd say go, and we'd have to flip over and then run head first.
I used to love that drill in high school.
Yeah. We did that in the stretch period. And he always put me against Chinoso. Even like from day
Why do I remember that
one.
though, actually? He always picked on Chino, bro. He was always freaking getting him out. Didn't matter what the competition was, if it was freaking trying to hit the goalpost. Bro, trying to watch him throw a football.
I was about to say, Chino might have had the worst throw I've ever seen of anybody.
Bro.
Hey,
it's because his hands like freaking wrapped around the ball. Massive
he's not from here. He's not from here.
Bro, he's not. That's a large human.
Yeah, giant.
I remember he used to walk by the quarterback room and start speaking pidgin to Bronson. It's like, what the?
I know. Him and Bronson, yeah, that was funny. I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
Good old Bronson.
Oh, because Bronson served in Africa, didn't he?
Dude, he had some crazy stories too.
That's wild. That's wild.
He did.
I can't believe that.
Probably pretty similar to your Georgia experience.
Yeah, I will say there were some people who didn't quite speak English, and I was really confused. Yeah.
They speak Creole.
Some of them did.
You know how to speak. Can you give a statement in Creole for?
No, I'm out of practice, honestly. Yeah, it's been a couple months since I last practiced Creole, so that's on me.
Okay.
What was
my family out there?
Broke the streak.
That's on me. That's on me. Yeah, I deleted Duolingo. I haven't spoken to anyone in Creole in midlife crisis. Absolutely. Yeah, Creole. I'm dropping it.
It was a joke. We're all in that right now, so that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe I'll pick up Creole just so I can talk to your family.
Yeah.
So, Creyton, tell us a little bit about like your transition from college football to what you're doing now. Talk to us a little about that.
Yeah. So I graduated, or obviously I stopped playing let's see, 2024 was my last season. Yeah.
Did you walk?
And then I graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because were we all? No, Harp was done the year before.
You did a fall after me, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped playing that fall, graduated in April. And then honestly, I didn't really work or really have any plans necessarily. So I kind of just hung out, went on a few trips and vacation, just kind of relaxed and enjoyed myself a little bit after not doing anything for myself for the last 22 years of my life. since of
That's
football. So it was
fair.
nice to get out and just travel a little bit and just relax and kind of try to get my mind off that in football and like try to figure out what I wanted to do. And then started working in September of 25. So there's what, like 7 months off. Just kind of relax and decided I finally should probably get a job and start being a grown up. So I went into it's called commissioning. It's within the construction world. Um it's super kind of like low key. I honestly had no idea what it was about when I first started it, but it's honestly super chill. We aren't regulated by any of the contractors. We just get hired on by the building owners. And so we kind of have a different scope, which is nice. And it's kind of fun because it's not really an office job. I didn't really want to have to sit around all day in the same spot and just be on a computer all day. So it's nice to be able to like get up and move around a little bit and still be active, which is nice.
Dude, that's one thing, like,
So
especially
that's
after football, I feel like when people just get into a cubicle or some desk job, like, I'd be going crazy. Like, we're
mhm,
out there moving around, doing
Mhm.
shit all
yeah,
day, every day, and you're just cooped up in a little office. I would
yeah,
hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that's why I didn't really want to like, because I still don't know what my like career path will be necessarily, but like for now, I think this is a nice little job just to kind of keep me busy and keep me somewhat active a little bit. But um, yeah, I mean, it's been good so far. It's just um, shit, I
Is
don't
it like
know.
sales or is it
No, so it's construction. It's we're part of the whole process. Like from the beginning to the end, we do everything. Um, like we're a part of the whole process of the construction phase because we basically oversee all the subcontractor work. And so we're just like checking in with all the subcontractors, making sure that they're building everything that they're supposed to and like things are working how they're supposed to, all that sort of stuff. So we're super involved with all the subcontractors and all the different people that are like building the buildings, but we're not doing like the physical labor. We're just kind of like making sure that everybody else is kind of,
so you're soft?
if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's like the softest blue collar if you want to call it that. Cause like we have to like still be in like PPE, like we still have to wear like the hard hats and stuff, which sucks. Cause I'm like I'm not even like building anything. Like I'm really just walking around, just like making sure that things work and all that.
You're
Like
like
it's like super random,
you're
but
like those dudes in Up that are in the suits and they're the ones that wanted to go tear down his house.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably I could get that vibes. Cause honestly, a lot of the like contractors and people that are on site don't really like commissioners. Just because we have to call them out on things that like if something's wrong, we have to be like, hey, like this is wrong, like you have to go back and fix it. And obviously nobody likes to be called out when something's wrong, and so we kind of
Mhm.
get a bad rep, which kind of sucks sometimes because I don't know, I'm just doing my job, but
You're the
it is what it
HR
is.
of the construction world. That's yeah,
And yeah, I don't know.
So since that's
interesting.
so like separated from football, what do you
Yeah,
miss the most from like the days of actually playing?
yeah, I think something I miss the most is just like obviously just competing against everyone. Like it was fun to not only like compete against like the other teams, but also just like competing against like your buddies in practice in the weight room and everything. And so I still try to like find ways to do that just because like it's instilled in us. Like we've done that since we were kids. And so like on the golf course, I try to like keep it competitive. That's like the only competitive sport that, or if you consider it a sport, I guess. I don't know. I know Harp does. I don't know if Zeke does, but
I consider
Dude,
golf a
I'm not a good
sport.
I
golfer.
guess, yeah, I guess, yeah.
I
Zeke's gone a
love
few times
golf.
with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
It's not like super like physical, I guess, but you can still keep it competitive if you can, I don't know, play with people of like similar skill sets. I'm not very good, so as long as I'm playing with like my buddies who are the same and it's like the scores are close and it's like fun to like talk shit a little bit and like keep it
Mhm.
competitive or put some money on it, try to bet, get the adrenaline going
I'll say
somehow.
once money's on it, I feel like everything goes to shit for
Yeah,
me because I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta lock in, and then I start swinging too hard and it's terrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. And then also just like I still go to the gym and stuff to stay active and like stay fit just because I don't know, I've always kind of liked the weight room. I think it's nice to like get in and kind of clear the mind a little bit. Like even like during football, like I felt like the weight room was just like so separate from actually like being on the field. Like even if you had like a shitty day like at practice, like it was nice to like go in and then just have Coach D or freaking any of the strength coaches just screaming at you to freaking lift heavy ass weight, and you're just like, all right, whatever, gets your mind off it. So it's nice to
Yeah.
still be able to do that. So
Like, yeah, I used to have like not a love-hate relationship, but like almost a little bit of a dread going into the weight room, you know?
mhm.
And then I come out and I'm just like, oh man, that was awesome, you know?
Yeah.
Like and like self-motivating myself to lift. Like I'm
Yeah.
not lifting as heavy and stuff like that, but like yeah, motivating myself, especially right after I got done, was so freaking hard because it was just like
Yeah.
I was like, no expectations, you know. I don't have to go in and hit a goal weight or whatever, you know, and so it got a little tough for sure.
See, I think I'm the opposite. I'm like, oh, it's still in me that I have to lift more weight every day. Like I'm soft. There's people stronger
Yeah.
than me, and I'm like, I'm not
Oh
lifting
yeah,
enough.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially through
no, I
CrossFit and like your
definitely,
competitions. I for sure you're probably freaking grinding a lot harder than me and Zeke. I'm like,
Dude,
yeah,
I show
I've
up.
been grinding lately. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're an animal, so
The physio,
that's
yeah,
the
when
difference.
my favorite IG posts are when I see the Brian's posts every day of the workouts. I'm like, damn,
Oh yeah,
inspiring.
no, I'm like,
They're
shoot,
terrible,
I need to
and I love
run.
it. To run.
I know I actually have not hit a full sprint or like even ran for that matter since the last probably the last practice because I didn't play in the last game, so there's no way I ran. But last practice, I like it's been like 2 years since I've even ran, bro. Like I
Dang.
need to do some like I do cardio, like I do the stair stepper, like walk on the treadmill, like random shit like that. But I'm like a full sprint,
Mhm.
bro. I think I'd tear my hammy if I even hit a jog right
Should we
now.
race at Peter's wedding? All of us.
I think we have to.
5 torn
Whoever
hammies.
tears their whoever, yeah, exactly. Whoever tears their last
No
wins.
stretch.
I'm just gonna
Just
walk and I'll
straight
beat all you
sprint.
guys because you're gonna tear your
Yeah, no,
shit.
genuinely, that's
Yeah.
unfair.
You're just laying on the ground.
Gosh, bro.
Real quick before I forget, can I just say, Creyton, your
Mhm.
life is literally like a movie right now. Like
Why do
I,
you say that?
because your stories. One day you're in Lehigh, and then the next you're just across the country doing something. Like when I saw
Yeah.
you at Michigan, I was just like, "What?"
That's
But
true.
yeah.
Honestly,
So
yeah.
you've
It's
just
been like
been,
if I don't know. I just have a hard time like saying no. Like I'm just always so down to like do something, especially like now like being done with football. I know I kind of talked about it earlier, but just like because I hate like committing to plans like far in advance because I'm terrible with plans. But like if
yeah,
you ask me like, hey, let's go somewhere this weekend or like let's do something tomorrow, then I'm like always about it. And so literally like my buddy Max, who's on the team out there, the week before, he was like, we have this week off. And Morgan Wallen's playing out here, like come out and visit. And I was like, all right, bet. So I literally bought a ticket out there, and then we went to the Morgan Wallen concert for 2 nights. I was like, this is so sick.
And that's
And
I
so,
think something that people who didn't play sports, they just don't realize that how nice that freedom is because their whole lives they could just do whatever. Whereas like
yeah,
we were like I think Zeke
exactly.
said last time, we're on the grind like 11 months out of the year. Like you can't do
yeah,
Hmm.
cool shit like that. So with the freedom,
Yeah.
like just do it.
Hmm.
Like,
I know, and that's what's like hard about like getting into like the work, um, like into the work field now is just like after having just that little taste of like freedom and like traveling and now like being back on like a schedule of like okay you're at the job site from 7 to 3 or like 9 to 5 whatever like it turns out to be like and you're like damn like I just want to go like in someone like one of your buddies will text you like hey let's go on this trip like this weekend and you're like dang bro I got work I can't
call
so
in
it's like back on
sick.
like the schedule it's like I know I'm like dang bro so
yeah, and that's like I have noticed kind of almost a disconnect, you know, in like the workforce
mhm,
because we're 4 years pretty much behind everybody else when it comes to like
yeah
regular jobs and stuff like that, and so they're used to this grind and everything like that, and it's
mhm,
just like we were saying, we're finally able to kind of choose for ourselves when we want to take a trip and what we want to do. And so it's hard to almost like stay focused in a job because you want to be doing something else. But yeah.
We
It's interesting.
really never took any like summer trips as a house, huh?
No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
we
were
definitely
lame.
should have. It would have been. I mean, me and Harp had we had a spring break
trip for like a night.
Where do we? Was it
Lava,
Lava? Yeah,
the
Lava
most
Hot
random
Springs.
trip of all time.
That was so, bro. That was like funny, but like
Were you
almost like a fever dream at the same
Were you
time.
living with us at that point?
Yeah, I had just. I think I actually no, I wasn't. I moved in right after that
Okay,
because it was, or no, because it was when was it?
that was
It was like the break right before spring ball, I think, and then we did spring ball, and then I moved in after spring ball, right, like during the summer.
yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that trip was literally
It was something.
so. Yeah, it was funny.
I kept trying to get you guys to come to my parents' cabin, but that just never worked
We
out.
had so many ideas that just never happened.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's
That's-
go
It's just hard
camp
trying
in
to.
Yellowstone. Like,
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. You know, you live and you learn. And we were just committed to the grind and chilling at the house. And honestly, we did a
We were on the
lot.
grind. We were on the stick grind, bro. We were
Yeah,
we
freaking
did that a lot.
any free chance we had. We were Fortnite, not Apex for me, but you guys
Yeah.
love
I don't know why you
Apex.
didn't
I
get into
hated
Apex.
I don't know. I just like I didn't start it when it was like when everyone first started, so I was like already behind, and I was like, dang, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to grind this to like get to the point where I'm good on this one and have to keep up on all the other games. So I was like, I just don't care enough to play
That's
it.
fair.
It's okay. I was excluded. So
Dude,
Oh yeah, because
shut
then we
up.
did trios, huh? That's why, yeah. Because Zeke, what would we grind?
You guys were on Battlefront.
that was like
well, yeah, we did
peak
Battlefront, but that was
Battlefront.
later.
Yeah, that was later, huh? I don't know what we were
Yeah.
doing.
I think it's funny.
can't
We used to
remember.
have those
We played
days
a-
where, like, we'd grind COD ranked or something with Jack Jelly until 2 a.m.
Bro.
and then we're going to practice the next day. Like, what are we doing?
That was
Yeah.
honestly like the definition of spring ball. Like, I feel like every spring ball, everyone like half the team would be on the Xbox just the second we got home from practice until, especially on it, because like it was nice because like you practice one day and then the next day you lift, and like especially if you're in the later lift group, you're like, oh yeah, I can sleep in, like, and so we'd be on the Xbox so late, just freaking COD ranked every time, bro. 4v4, that was so fun.
You want to know what's crazy about spring ball? I didn't have a single rep in spring ball until my senior year because I was always coming off a surgery. So,
That actually is crazy.
Yeah.
that is insane. But I never practiced in spring ball until
Yeah.
my last year. And even then, like, I was a senior and I was starting, and so they kind of were just like, like, we'll have you go for a couple reps.
Dude, spring ball is where
You had arrived at that point.
no.
spring ball is where me and Creyton shined, and then fall comes around. They're like, "Hey, Richie,
It really was,
hop in
bro.
there above them, dude."
I know.
Yeah.
I love Richard. Shout out Richard, actually. But
Shout out
like,
Richard.
bro, literally spring ball, we would be putting up the craziest numbers and like feeling so confident. Coaches would be glazing.
Mhm.
Fall camp, you know, first week you're like, all right. Second week you're like, okay, it's a little less reps, and then
Just dead.
third week you're like, damn, what happened? Like I literally had nothing to change, and then you're just like, dang.
Kylan rolls up still drunk from the night before, and he's out there slinging it.
Bro, I'm actually impressed by that guy. I have never like, because I'd always like kind of heard like athletes that like, because my like from my older brother, just like hearing like guys would just like party and like come out the next day and just like not even be affected. Like I never really believed it, and then hanging out with Kylan, bro, going over to his house for like QB dinners.
He's like,
I guess this was Thursday, so he didn't really. But even then, he was still kind of
yeah, he would constantly be drinking whiskey. I'm like, dude, how do you do this?
yeah. No, literally.
At some point, it's just like
the
water.
the best would be like the off-season lists. We'd be at the indoor facility. it's 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whatever time we would start, and then like, where's Kylan? Comes sprinting in. We're like, oh shit. Comes up to me and you. Can you guys, does my breath stink at all? And we're like, holy shit, buddy, we could smell you the second you open the door. Like, I'm like, I love that guy. He's freaking.
That dude had a
Yeah.
kid. He
Yeah,
No
bro, I
way.
had no
he
idea
got
until like.
he got married and had a kid and didn't tell anybody. Well, none of us
Yeah.
at
No
least.
way. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
because I think he might have posted something about like when they got like the pregnancy photos or at some point, but I like don't even remember, and then like completely forgot until he posted his actual child, and I was like, what the hell? Like, Kylan's a dad. What the?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
I feel
Bro,
that way
remember
about
how
some
much he
people.
hated talking about what was our second I think or it was your first year, my second year there. When T Mac was gonna be a dad, and he would keep running around saying, "I'm gonna be a dad," or like in QB meetings when T Mac would sit in with us, and like Kylan would say he would like cuss, and T Mac
You
would literally
would
be
be
like,
like, "What are you doing?"
my daughter's coming into a perfect world and she's gonna be ruined by if she ever like I don't remember what he would say, but like he would like go off on Kylan just like jokingly, but Kylan hated it. Like he actually
Oh my gosh.
would get so mad at C-Mac and like it was yeah.
Well, because Kylan used to
He was
always
funny,
like in the
bro.
meetings, he would just like burp and chew
Yeah,
and whatever.
honestly, yeah, that pissed me
And
off because
T Mac was like, "This is
me with my
disgusting. What are
burps.
you doing?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it
funny.
was yeah. They were kind of just at each other's necks, but I don't know. It was
But hey, that was
in a good
our
way.
starting quarterback for a time, okay?
For
You know,
Good dude.
wow.
our coaches weren't big on changing things. Even
No.
after, you know, to beat a dead horse again, even after it took 4 safeties
Bring him back up.
for us to get Grant Sands a little
No,
bit of
no,
a
it didn't take
break.
4 safes. It took that game, put it back in the next game. He does it again. Like,
Yeah.
and then we leave him. Oh,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
No.
no,
Shout out
you know
Grant
what?
Sands.
Shout out Grant Sands. 3 for 3.
Another good dude right there.
Yeah, yeah. But
What is he doing now?
yeah, I think
He's
I
still in
think
Ogden, I think. He does like doesn't he do like the social media for some of the
yeah,
Weaver
he's
sports
like
teams?
Paul's assistant or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's right.
But so he's at the house. But
I miss that house.
It was a good
yeah,
house.
me too. We had some good times. That was what I was gonna say earlier, is like we didn't travel, but everything happened at our house. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Especially the first little while before we were all like getting older and being like, I can't rally until 2 a.m. anymore.
I
what
was
were you
just gonna say, going back to like
Oh.
the QB rooms, talk about
Yeah.
like the coaching changes through Hill and Mental and even like Hammer and Mental, because I didn't really have Hammer, but like how much did that play a role? Because I know Zeke was talking about earlier that you had some pretty good
Yeah.
opportunities your first year in terms of running the rock and
Mhm.
everything, and then there's a bunch of
Yeah.
changes. So how'd that kind of affect you mentally?
Yeah. Yeah, so when I first came in, I was originally recruited by obviously Coach Hill, and then Coach Hammer was the OC at the time, and Coach Arsua was the receivers coach, and those were like the two biggest guys that were like recruiting me. Just because Coach Arsua was over like the area that I was from, and Coach Hammer obviously because he's the OC and QB coach. But so I had a really good relationship with the three of those guys, and obviously the rest of the coaching staff I felt like I got along pretty well with, but I just interacted with those three the most, and so I was definitely the closest with those three first year. But yeah, first year was awesome. I played in 9 of the 11 games. I could have played in the 10th. I only didn't play in one game because they weren't sure if they were going to redshirt me. And then obviously I broke my collarbone against SEU. But coaching style was awesome. Like I loved Coach Hammer. I feel like mainly, I felt like the best thing about those coaches was just like the belief that they had in me. And it's like they wanted me to play and like they wanted me there. And so it made me like confident in my abilities and able to just like go out there and not even think and just go out there and execute, which was nice. And then after that season ended breaking my collarbone, like I said, went into the off season. rehabbed it, came back, was good for spring ball, and that's when I guess Phil Chamber left like right when uh winter conditioning started because he uh he stepped away because his son was coming into high school and he wanted to be there for his kid to coach him, which was good. Like I was happy for him. I love that guy. So talk to him here and there, which is nice to keep those relationships, but he's a really good guy. And then we didn't really I don't think we hired an OC right away. I think we kind of didn't have one or like a QB coach. Like it's kind of just Coach Larson there for a little bit those first couple weeks with you, Harp. Do you remember?
Dude. Yeah.
Or
So
because I was gonna say we got mental like right before spring ball started, didn't we?
when I got there, Hammer brought me in, and like the week I got there, he left. I think it was like a day or two after he texted me. He's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like I already knew it was happening, but I couldn't tell anybody. And he's like, I just want to make sure you got settled. It's like I get it. And then they were trying to find someone. Then Mental came in a few weeks into that spring conditioning session before spring ball. So I think we had him for like a week or two before spring ball.
Yeah, because I remember it was like I felt like super rushed going into that first spring ball because like obviously that was my first spring ball too, and so I wasn't really sure what to expect going into spring ball. And then we got Coach Mental kind of later into the spring or like winter, I guess, and so we like kind of had to rush like install because normally like you have the whole off season like you're still doing meetings after the lift to like stay fresh on the plays and watching film and all that stuff. And but we didn't really like obviously we had Coach Larson with us there, but we didn't have a playbook. Like we were watching freaking CJ Stroud highlights.
Bro.
Remember that?
God,
Bro,
so
CJ Stroud and he had someone else the year before. Every year he kind of picked a QB and he would just love that QB, bro. Every time we had free time, he'd just turn on his highlights and I'm like, bro, come on. But no, it was Coach Mann was good. I mean, he was that first year was really exciting with him just because like it was a new offense. I'd never really been in like an RPO type of offense before, and so it was kind of different adjusting to that. And spring ball was decent. Like Bronson was still there, so like we knew Bronson was going to be the guy again going into that fall. But I was still like expecting to like get some playing time because I had still played in like 9 games the year before. And then Coach Mennel had mentioned that he's like, yeah, I don't really rotate QBs at all. I just kind of stick with one guy and let him roll. Like we'll still try to maybe get you in here and there, maybe, but like kind of expect a redshirt this year, and then we'll see where the next year goes, type of deal. But then on the other hand, like Coach Hill's still there, and he's like really pushing for me to get in, and Coach Myers and Coach Comey. Really, I feel like a lot of the coaches kind of had my back and were wanting to see me get more time. But Coach Mennel was just stuck on his one QB that plays, which is kind of like I agree. Like if I was like I prefer just for me to play. Like I hated switching in and out, like because you want to get in a roll and like they're like you look over to the sideline and get the play and you see Bronson's coming back. Like, damn, like I feel like I just had a good couple plays. Like I'm on a roll. Like let's keep it going, type of deal. And so I get that from his perspective, but it was definitely hard to like not play as much that second year. But it wasn't terrible because I knew that like I was redshirting, so I kind of had like the expectation of okay, I'm not really playing that much. Like it's fine. I'm just gonna show up and like work and do what I can, and then if I get in, like great. But like I don't really have expectations just because they told me I was gonna redshirt.
Did you ever think about transferring?
Yeah. Or sorry, I totally skipped over that because you mentioned that earlier, or maybe I don't remember if you did. But yeah, the first year I had a little bit of thought after that freshman year just because I had some good playing time, and so I knew I had like some film out there with playing time and film, and just like being younger too. Like some coaches like still would recruit you even if you didn't play your freshman year, just like based off high school film and stuff like that. Um, and so I definitely thought about like once Coach Hammer left, and then Ursula left like 2 weeks after that too. So like the two main coaches that like were recruiting me and had my back were both gone. I was like, dang, this like kind of sucks. And my brother had actually entered the portal at the same time too. And so he had was reaching out to him obviously. And then like there was a few schools that like mentioned that like, hey, like if you wanted to like bring your brother, like they knew that we were brothers and was like kind of like under the table deals of just like hey, like we'd be interested, like both of you, like coming out because he only had one more year,
Damn, that would be
and so that
crazy.
like definitely,
That
yeah,
would have
I
been
know, because I was
awesome.
like, because there was like FAU, like school, like I was like, dang, there were some cool opportunities, like it definitely made you think about it. But at the time, I was like so stuck on Weber, and I was like, I just played 9 games, like. I love Weber. I love like my teammates. Like I had a really good time. I had fun. And so I'm like, I'm gonna stick it out with the boys. And then, so obviously I ended up staying for all 4 years, but like looking back on it, you're always like, dang, like maybe I should have or done things differently, but like it is what it is. So, but the third, like, I wasn't really too upset about like the not playing necessarily the second year. It was more so the third year that really like, when you said about like your frustrations and stuff, like that's where it really hit me and like where I was like really pissed off was like the third year was because that like Bronson left. Kylan hit the portal, and it was just like me and you. Like we were the only QBs. I think, or I guess House was there. Shout out
Shout out
House.
House.
He's getting married
I
next month. Shout out
forgot about
House.
House.
I actually love that dude. He's a good dude.
He's
Yeah, I feel
awesome.
bad. I have his
Yeah,
wedding invite like right next to me, but I can't go. I feel bad.
I know. Yeah, I need to check the date. I need to see if I can make it out. That'd be fun. Visit San Diego again.
Yeah, dude, make a
Anyway,
trip.
um, where was I? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, third year. Yeah, it was really the third year that like where I had like that was like the first time I ever kind of like questioned like my love for football or like questioned like if I wanted to keep playing type of deal. Because I had felt like that was kind of like my time to like at least get a better opportunity. And then because it was just me and you and House going into spring ball, they ended up bringing Kylan back, but then I broke my freaking back that uh,
Yeah.
winter into
That's
the spring
right.
ball, and so I didn't do any spring ball. Had 2 hernia discs, but then I came back right before fall camp and got cleared and everything, which was nice. And so I kind of had this like going into it. I was like, okay, they brought Kylan back. Like he played a little bit at the end of last year. Like he had a good game or a good inning against Montana State in the playoffs. Like he kind of rallied the boys a little bit. So I know he had like kind of like the edge on us, I guess. And so I was like, all right, we're gonna have to work to like beat him out. But like, and I missed all spring ball, so honestly, he might play a game or two. But like we had a tough schedule that year, and so I was like, honestly, keeping it real, like we play Utah. Who else did we play like right off rip? Like we just had a tough schedule. Like I knew the games were gonna be tough,
Mm-hmm.
and so I knew our record was like obviously you go into every game thinking you're gonna like wanting to win and knowing like you're gonna execute and everything, but like you just gonna kind of got to be real. Like damn, we're playing Utah. Like
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
and so like I knew we would struggle offensively a little bit to keep it real, and so I was like, all right, he's gonna start for 3 maybe 4 games, and then I'll start the rest of the year. Like that was kind of like my mindset. Like what my plan was, what I thought at least. And then they it got to that point, like it literally happened like everything that I thought. Played I think it was 4 games, maybe 5
They
when they
kept him in
ended
like
up
one
moving
extra
him.
or one or two more than I thought they were going to. But it's because we won
Yeah.
Northern Colorado. He's like, well, he won the game.
Yeah. That's what yeah, and yeah.
Big game. Big
Dude, that
game
game
for
was
us.
Oh, I forgot about that game. That game was so terrible.
Thank you,
That like literally that
Winston.
whole weekend was terrible. The
Thank
drive
you,
out there.
Winston.
Yeah, that I forgot Winston
Yeah,
went
that
crazy that
game.
he
game.
did go crazy.
That game
Except
Two
was
he went
picks.
crazy.
so
Except because he
annoying.
went crazy, he kept Kylan as the starter for another game. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
That whole trip was a disaster, though. I crashed out on Easton and Ben in the bus. That was it.
Well,
That was
it's, bro, those two together, the two of them together with you was just like
it
straight comedy.
was
I loved just like people watching and
gosh.
just like watching them mess with you. I was like, they knew how
Yeah.
to just freaking
No, that was
get you
literally like
triggered, bro.
my personal hell. Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
No, you're good. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I keep losing track.
no, you're totally
Oh yeah,
fine.
go. So he got benched, obviously, and Kylan actually told me first before I heard anything from like Mental or Coach Larson, because I was literally having Sunday dinner. Like I came home for the weekend, having Sunday dinner with my family, and I'm like, I get a phone call from Kylan. I'm like, what the heck? Like, why is Kylan calling me? Like, it's kind of weird. Like Sunday night, and he like tells me he's like, yeah, like I just got them out of a meeting with Coach Mental. They're gonna bench me and they're gonna open it up to you, Richie and Tiger, but you're my boy. Like, I want you to like beat him out. So like, any questions you have, like, come talk to me. Like, I got you. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, that's really cool of you. Like, being the bigger guy. Like, obviously, it's a shitty situation. Like, nobody wants to be benched, and like him, like reaching out, and, like saying he's got my back and like helping for me. I was like, okay, that's sweet. And then, like 5 minutes later, Coach Mantle called me. He's like, "Hey, are you in Ogden? Like, I need you to like come to my office and meet with me." And I was like, "Okay, I can be there in an hour." So I drive over there, meet up with them, and then that's when he tells me like, "Yeah, we're gonna open it up into a competition this week between you, Richie, and Tiger." And he's like, "It's gonna be all, um, like everything's even, like fresh start for all three of you. Like, no one's ahead of anybody. Like, everyone's on an even playing field, basically." And at that point, like, I kind of had like a bad feeling about it already at that point, just because I was like, well, if I was the two, like, and you bench the starter, like, I felt like I should have just been like the starter already. Like, I felt like I'd earned it at that point. Like,
Yeah.
if you earned to be the second string, and I felt like you should, I don't know. But that was just me. Anyway. And so they opened it up to the competition. And I felt like, honestly, like, and still this day, like, I'll stand on it. Like, I felt like that was my best week of practice I've ever had. But honestly, like, I felt like I was just kind of like the play calling. Like, if you go back and look at it,
You
damn,
got
I'm
screwed by
literally,
the script.
yeah. Well, yes and no. It's just like I executed all the plays, but it's just like they were big. Coach Mendel was big on like big play, or what do they call it? Like big shots, big plays or something.
Hmm.
Of like 20 plus yards. I can't remember what we called them.
Explosive plays, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
explosive
was
play.
under.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. There you go. I love how the defensive guy reminds it or remembers better than both the
Yeah.
offensive guys. But we obviously didn't have a lot that year, and so that they were like super big and like, okay, we're gonna do explosive plays. Like whoever, like that's what we're looking for this week. And so I'm like, okay, like I just got to swing the ball this week. That's all. And like first practice, like I could just tell based off like my play calls, because obviously like before practice you go through every play, like, okay, what do you have? These are your plays. Draw them up so you know you're doing all this stuff. And all my plays are like short RPOs or like QB runs, which is like, yeah, all right, like I know I can run, but like I want to show you that like I can throw more consistently, just to, like prove that I'm the guy. But they like just didn't give me any shot calls, which was kind of annoying. And then like obviously Richie, he has a great back shoulder ball. Like I'm sure both of you remember all of his freaking that
Yeah.
first year.
That was
That
all
that
he was
like seemed to be
doing,
like
dude.
his only completion,
Yeah,
bro. Him to Trayshawn Hurry, bro. It
yeah,
was 10 out of
it
10
was
times he was coming
wild.
down with it. But yeah, so it just kind of didn't end up working out on that week. They ended up going with Richie, saying that they felt like he was going to do a better job at pushing the ball down the field and giving the offense more explosive plays. And but they were like, we're still going to give you at least 20 snaps a game. And I was like, damn, bro. Like, obviously it sucks to not be the starter, but at least like if I'm getting back to playing again, then like I can like slowly prove that like I'm the guy or should be the guy. And first game, I think I had like 5 plays. And so I was like, damn, bro. Like I just like right then, like after that game, I was like, I
Yeah,
just knew because like you get around it long enough, like
Yeah.
I'm sure both of you know, like or like before the game, the coach would be like, all right, make sure you're standing by me, like I'm gonna get you in.
oh my
And so
gosh, yeah,
like after a point, like you kind of get to the point where you just like no. So it's like, and so that's why that third year was so hard for me, just because like I was almost like on edge the whole time, just like waiting because like every game they're like, all right, we're gonna get you in, like you're gonna be playing all this stuff, and so I'm just like waiting, and then finally got to the point where they bench Kylan and like it's supposed to be my time, and then it just doesn't end up being it. And so I was just like, damn, like it's just really disappointing, like kind of hard to deal with, honestly, just because
Dude, it's
you
hard.
put so much like,
It's hard to constantly be ready like that too and just never be able
yeah,
to actually do anything about it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like you're just so like mentally like focused and locked in because you're like so gaslit into thinking like, okay, I'm going in like I have to like execute, like I need to know what I'm doing and like do a good job. And so like you're just like kind of stressing a little because I get more stressed like not like watching the game. Like when I'm playing, like I'm totally fine, but like just like watching people, like I get stressed out watching for some reason. So like just
yeah,
watching the game, you're just like stressed the whole time. Like dang, like when am I gonna go in? And then you never go in, and so you're just like you get to a point where you're just like kind of over it, honestly. And so that's like that third season, I honestly was kind of over it. Um, and so yeah, it was pretty hard that third year, and kind of just like really questioned if I wanted to keep playing or if I even liked football or like any of that stuff. You just kind of have like that self doubt creep in because you're like, dang, like not even playing. Should I keep playing? all those questions. And so it was tough that off season just to think about like what I wanted to do, and ultimately decided to keep playing, graduate, and finish it just because I don't know. I felt like I
Was
didn't really have a
there
choice, honestly.
was there anything that helped
Mhm.
you
But
through the self-doubt?
yeah, I mean, honestly, it was just like all the boys, like just kind of just taking a step back and just being like, yeah, this situation's shitty and it sucks that like I'm not playing and I'm not where I want to be. Like you just kind of got to look at the bigger picture and like, yeah, I'm still here with all my boys. Like I'm having a good time. Like we're going through all these like they're going through hard things too at the same time. Like they're still showing up and like grinding. Like everybody's going through different things. And so it's like, you just kind of have to have like a selfless mindset to just like show up for the team, put your ego away. Like it sucks that you got bent, or not even benched, but like didn't get the job that you wanted.
Mhm.
And so just like showing up and just like kind of just shifting your mindset a little bit. And that's why it was hard doing that into third season. But then I felt like the fourth season, like my senior year, I had a good mindset of that. And so I was able to like really enjoy that fourth year again, just because I kind of had that mindset of like, all right, I know what the expectation is. Like I know what my job is. I know my role. I'm gonna buy into it the best I can. Like it sucks that I'm not playing, but I'm still gonna show up, work my ass off, and do the best I can. And it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing is that mindset shift from
Mm-hmm.
like the constantly, I'm going to be the guy, I need to win, I need to do this. And then the shift to, okay, I'm just going to enjoy my time and I'm going to play
Yeah.
football because I like it
Mhm.
and I'm going to enjoy these years with my friends. For me, when
Mm-hmm.
I got moved to tight end, like destroyed me mentally. I
No.
was down
Yeah, I
bad,
remember.
but like I kind of had that same shift and it was still not 100% gone with the self-doubt and all that, but the shift helped a
Mm-hmm.
lot with like, okay, well, I'm just going to try to have fun at tight end and get the most I can out of it and not just put all this
Yeah.
pressure on myself.
Yeah. I honestly I feel like that was such a hard year for all of us. Even me, right? Like I know
Because that was
I
your year
got
with Coach Johnson, wasn't it? That third
yep.
year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was like that was finally the year it was supposed to open up for me and Steve, right?
Yeah.
Like we were the starters, you know?
Yeah,
And
I remember. I
then
forgot you both got. Steve was a dog. I forgot
well,
about Steve.
yeah, and part of it was like um I we played pickleball like 8 hours a day every day that
Yeah.
summer, right? And then the like near the end, it was the last week of summer conditioning. I tore my meniscus during conditioning.
I thought you were about to
And
say
so
during
I
pickleball. I was like, that's crazy.
no, 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 no.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was like, I
That
don't
would have been
remember it. I remember. I
wild.
remember you turned it just because that snap memory I just sent of you in the hospital bed, just absolutely geeked off,
Just
coming out
out
of
of
surgery. You're
nowhere.
just like,
yeah, yeah, the
gosh, bro,
1,000
I was
yard
your
stare.
caretaker.
You were. That's I can't remember that, but I
Yeah,
love that you were there for
I took
me.
care of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Same.
no, so cuz I tore my meniscus, had to get surgery, and literally the day after surgery, it was like the freshman conditioning test at 7
Yeah.
a.m. Johnson texts me at like 6:45. He's like, "Where are you?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I just had surgery." He's like, "I don't care. I want you here." And my
Yeah.
leg was still wrapped in like the hospital bandages, and I was standing there. And then
Yeah.
um Steve tore his meniscus, I think it was the first week of fall camp, right? And then they rushed both of us back. Like cuz they were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to sit you for the first game or whatever." And then they changed their minds and were like, "No, we want you for the Utah game," right? And and so they rushed my recovery. I didn't even start, and then I hurt myself even worse um, because I wasn't recovered. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, that whole season, right? It was just like if I got 8 reps in a game, it was phenomenal. And I mean, I one of my best games that year was against Montana State. Ironically, we lost
I was gonna
35 to
say, was
nothing.
Work
that
to that
I
game.
thought it
But
was more than that. I thought
yeah,
it was 40-0 at home.
it could have been, but like I had 8 tackles and a blocked kick, and that
Yeah.
still wasn't enough for me to be starting. and And I remember, like, at my most frustrated was the final game of the season, Brian's birthday.
He
I
wasn't there.
that
I
that
wasn't there.
week, Johnson pulled me into his office and he was just like, it's a real toss-up between like you and Nelson. And Nelson had just come from offensive tackle to, or
No,
no,
I think
vice versa.
he was D end
He
to
was
D
D
tackle.
end,
Now he's
yeah.
O line.
That's right. He was D end to D tackle, and this was like his first year at D tackle, and I was just like, I was so over it at that point. I was so over Johnson's bullshit. And one of our coaches, I won't name them, they were telling me after that season, when Johnson left, they were telling me that he was trying to cut me and Steve's scholarships, like crazy work. And but no, he was like, yeah, so it's a battle for that final spot on the bus between you and Nelson. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, if you really believe, like, no shade to Nelson, but I'm like, if you really believe that Nelson is more skilled than me, just travel him. Like, I don't care. And so I just, I was going through the motions that week, and then he ended up traveling me, and I didn't play until the last 4 plays of the game. And I was just like, it was like that, why the hell am I here? Like, why did you bring me here? Why did you give me like that hope and say, stay ready, just for me to get 4 plays, get a sack, and, walk off and
could have been hanging
and
out
like,
for my birthday.
I genuinely, I could have been partying with the boys.
Yeah, we were partying. Because that was the only game I never traveled to. I was low-key hurt about it. But then it was Harp's birthday, so it made up for it. We got him cake.
That's on me.
Watched the game.
It was a really fun time.
I should have said
Jelly had a pick.
Yeah,
it was actually a good game for the boys. The boys had a really good.
We did
Everybody
have
balled
a
out
good
that game.
We did have a good game. I should have said though. I should have been like, listen, it's Harp's birthday. Travel Nelson,
Listen.
But yeah, no, I honestly, I considered traveling. Transferring, and the only reason I didn't transfer, well, you guys were part of that reason, but a lot of the reason I didn't transfer that season was because Steve was like, let's stay for the spring and see what happens, and then we'll make a decision, because me and Steve were both on the fence about traveling. And then Johnson left, and it was like, holy cow, we're back, But so I don't know. Like, I know I can't relate as hard to you guys because I did
struggles,
I
man.
did play a ton, but yeah, like I had my own year of just like, I thought I belonged. I thought this was the position and my role, and then all of a sudden the rug just gets pulled out from under me. And not to knock, like, we had a very deep room. I mean, we had Matt Herron, which, like, Matt is basically the book himself, bro knows those plays
he's
inside
smart,
and out. Yeah. And Easton,
he's always in the right spot.
Yeah, Easton is just a physical monster. Ben is a workhorse, and so we had a deep room and everything like that, but like, I knew in my heart of hearts, I knew I was better. You know what I mean? And so that was I'm better. But so that was very hard for me to kind of humble myself and just, as you were saying, like, just enjoy the journey, because it was just like, it was my time, but I don't know.
Harp, how do you feel about not only Haley Steinfeld but Madison Beer also being off the market now? 2 of them.
That's tragic.
I was never a big Madison Beer guy, to be honest with you.
Really?
She's alright.
I feel like you were a big Haley Steinfeld though, weren't you?
I feel like Zeke was
movies
the bigger,
at least, or was that Zeke? Maybe it's Zeke. Yeah, I knew it was one of you two.
Twas I. But I'm on my Florence Pugh kick now, so.
Bro, I've been there.
What was
I just got to make it big so she notices me.
What's crazy, Zeke, is that movie that we watched with her. What's that one sad movie that she was in?
We Live in Time. God,
bro, I still haven't seen that.
One.
Tragic.
It's on Netflix again. Or on one of the shows. I just saw it on one. I was literally about to watch it last night because I was looking for a new show or movie to watch.
Dude, I want to
and
see
it popped up, and I about sent it to you because I was like, "This hurt."
Yeah, no, that movie destroyed me.
Yeah, you know what movie
was also
so
crazy
brutal that we watched together?
What?
La La Land.
Well, yeah.
Don't talk about.
Yeah.
We don't talk about La La Land. That movie.
There's some movies that are just
kills
off
me
limits
inside.
for Zarek and I.
500 Days of Summer. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian missed out on some good nights after.
Yeah, there's some movies I wanted to
when we
watch with you
started-
guys too, and then you watch them without me.
Yeah, that's low-key on
Yeah,
us.
that happened.
It's
That
crazy.
happened. That's my bad. Yeah.
It was what, like Tuesday nights or movie nights or something. We'd find a sad chick flick and post up, get the snacks, and me and Zeke would just hurt for 2.5 hours on the
For
couch, and then we'd
2.5 hours.
lay in bed and just stare at the ceiling, like, damn, why did we do that?
Yeah.
And talk about it the next morning, like,
Same
yes, that
time
was
next
terrible.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that was bad.
Yeah, it's crazy that was like almost 2 years ago.
Dude, it is
Mhm.
Like
crazy.
a year and a
how
half
long
ago. Like,
it's
it
been.
literally feels like it was just like last month. It felt like we've just been gone for freaking summer break or something, you know? Like, just go home
Yeah.
for the summer. You're gone for your month off. And I'm like, damn, no, that was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah. No, it's outrageous.
Time flies when you're
Time is
depressed, huh?
flying.
Yeah, literally.
Something like that. Yeah,
All the
absolutely.
days are the same. It's just like,
Uh-huh.
oh, it's 2 years later. Okay, cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
I'm so
crazy.
stoked to see the boys though.
I know.
Yeah, I can't wait.
The live stream that we will be doing
Dude,
at the wedding
I don't know how that's
is
gonna
going
go.
to be.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
gonna
Zeke, you
be
got to figure that out
chaotic.
so that you can do it at like we can just like sit all around a table.
That's-
that's
yeah,
you
I-
gotta bring your
That's the
4K
plan.
camera.
That's the plan.
I have two
Okay.
cameras and I'm gonna set them
Yeah.
up at different angles, and then Brian, you got to bring your mic, and
Okay.
I'll have my mic.
I was
and
gonna ask you
then,
about
yeah,
that because I gotta travel from freaking New York to get over there now.
Oh, that's right. That's
Damn.
right. Yeah,
When are
if
you
you
leaving for that?
can.
I gotta go there 23rd of this month, and then I'll leave straight from there to Pete's wedding.
Damn.
Yeah, if you can bring your mic, that would be cool. And then I'll have this one and two more. So it'll be cool.
Dude, it's gonna be so fun though. That's
Yeah.
why we wanted to
It's gonna
have
be
like all the
so
housemates 1v1,
Yeah.
and then we bring them all together. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll do a lot better on the next episode.
dude. You
Sorry guys.
What do you
I
mean?
was-
It was
no, not
fun.
you. I'm saying sorry to the fans. Saying sorry to the
Oh.
fans.
Bro, you
I-
rocked this.
I've set the bar low so that I can exceed it next time. They have no idea what's coming at Peter's wedding's episode.
Dude, we're just here
Honestly,
to
this
here to
is-
tell stories and get people's perspective on things.
No,
You
I
did
know, I
fine.
know.
Yeah. And this is the most on track we've been with like sport related questions, genuinely. Like
That's true. Yeah.
That's true.
So
A whole lot of just like rambles of just random.
that's okay. That's what it's
Inserts.
for.
So Zeke, question for you, my friend.
Yes.
Hypothetically here,
Oh boy.
if you could have one person on your podcast, who is your dream interviewee?
That's a good one.
Ooh. That's a great question.
Former athlete, since it's for athletes.
Dream former
One athlete and one non-athlete.
I already got mine locked
If you
in.
if you could have them, oh wow.
Dang, Brian's got his locked in. Okay, wait, do Brian first, because I gotta think for a
No.
second.
No.
Oh, okay, okay. You
You're on the
always
spot,
do
pal.
this to me. You know I suck at making decisions.
Well, because I knew Brian would have his. I feel like Brian thinks about this, but like
I just be
I think
thinking.
this.
Remember every
Yeah,
time we
Brian
went to
just locked in.
Chili's and like I knew what I was gonna get, but I still
And then
went.
they'd be like, "All right, who's ready to order?" I'm like, "Yeah, start with him."
Yeah.
And then every
yeah,
time,
setting
you-
well, what
it.
do you suggest?
Yeah.
I just wanted
Just-
to.
Zeke, you've been to Chili's 800
Bro,
times. You've had the whole
heaven
menu.
Heaven
crap.
forbid I want an opinion.
You want to know what actually sounds so fire right now that I completely forgot about until you said Chili's, which I don't know why Chili's made me think of it.
So not a triple.
Is what's that place up in Hunts? The
Carlos and Harley's,
Carlos
bro.
and Harley, bro.
Oh my
I
gosh.
thought of it because I was thinking of when we would get like the queso at Chili's.
Yeah.
But then I remembered how much better it was up at Carlos and Harley's, and I'm like, dang, bro, I
Yes,
forgot about
that-
that spot. That's actually fire.
That queso fundido was, oh my
Crazy.
gosh, it was so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Okay, back to your question.
yeah,
now that you're
yeah,
avoiding it.
yeah. For an athlete that I think would be cool to have on, honestly, I mean, you guys know me, Patriots fan, all that jazz.
Stop it.
Don't do
I
it.
think it would be fun to have Gronk.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Tom Brady.
That'd actually be a good
Gronk's a
yeah.
good
Yeah,
one.
not Tom Brady. I love Tom,
That would
but
be
I
lit.
think Gronk would be lit to have on the pod.
That's a good one.
And then
Good answer.
for
I'll
a
accept it.
non-athletic person, I mean, you know, we all three of us really enjoy movies. I am just so intrigued by Wes Anderson.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
he's
His
such
films
a
are not
quirky.
good.
He's such a quirky director, and I want to pick his brain about like
That's-
why he made his films the way he did. So,
What's the one movie you made me watch that you swore was just
the Grand
hotel
Budapest
one?
Hotel,
Yeah. That shit was ass.
that one is
not.
Willem Dafoe at his best. What do you mean?
Not him at
Bro.
his best.
I mean,
but
I don't know.
he's-
It's been a while since I've watched it, but I remember I was like, I really just sat through 2.5 hours of this. Like, are we serious? I was
Yeah, you guys
Not
all
impressed.
hated
It's
that
a weird.
one.
I didn't hate it. It's just you got to be ready for a fever dream.
Yeah,
you know?
you gotta
Yeah.
It's like
understand.
No,
constantly
literally, that's
we're
what it
just
is, a
going,
fever
like-
dream. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
It's
I
almost
love it.
exhausting.
I love it. It kinda, yeah,
It
but I
is.
love it. Okay, Brian, you?
Yeah, Brian, your
My
turn.
easy number one, John Cena. I think that dude would be so
That
funny.
actually, yeah.
I think he's
That'd
got
be
like
fun.
crazy like stories from WWE. He's got like a super chill
Mhm.
outlook on life from like interviews I've heard,
Mhm.
and he just seems like a super cool dude.
Yeah.
And then I think another cool one would be joint podcast with the Kelsey brothers.
That'd actually be cool too, yeah.
That would
I
be
feel like you
cool.
both kind of went outside of the box here. I was not expecting either of those answers for either of you,
What were you
to be
thinking?
honest. I don't know. I was just thinking like basically just like, oh, like Tom Brady or just like a basic athlete. I don't know. I was not expecting Gronk or John Cena, especially John Cena. I was like, damn, that's actually
Yeah,
like,
Dude, John
Cena's
Cena's
that's a
is
good-
poll.
that's a
He's
good
on the
poll.
top of my list of
Mhm.
who I want to hang out with.
yeah. That's
No,
actually
that's
so
fair.
valid.
That's fair. Yeah, you know, we got some depth to us. We got some
Yeah,
range.
ball knowledge.
Ball knowledge.
Yeah, you're not surface level. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Depends on the subject.
Fair.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's good.
Who would you?
Well,
I
shoot.
mean, you don't have a podcast,
Oh.
but who would you want to chill with?
Well, that's what the tough part was, is because I felt like I had like my answers, and then after you guys answered, I was like, dang, I am so boring and basic. Like
No,
I had to,
it's
like
okay.
I'm like trying to like stretch of like who like I don't know. I'm trying to think of. I feel like I was gonna say like a UFC fighter, but I don't know if
John
John
Strickland?
Jones. Bro, actually, that's a good one. Yeah,
Gosh.
I would just like not even just the.
yeah.
I would just want to watch him for a day, just
Dude.
like be a fly on the wall, just follow him around.
He'd still beat your ass
Unhinged,
for no reason.
Real.
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, it probably
one of those
wouldn't be
guys that, like-
s-
Yeah.
it wouldn't be safe for me to be in a room with him, but
I feel like he'd either go like really badly, or he'd just like kind of joke with you, and if you. I don't know, I
If you
feel
can like
it'd
take it and
depend
give
on
it
your
back to him,
reaction.
I feel like he's cool. But if you're just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
gonna be weird
If
about
you're
it,
gonna make a racist comment back to him, he'd be like, "All right, I fucking love this guy."
yeah,
Or he would start calling you a pussy and hit you, probably.
yeah.
If
yeah,
not-
probably.
That would be a good one. Narp, a non-athletic real person who I would want to chill with. I'm gonna have to say Gabe Birch.
Give me a real person, bro.
dude. I
Give me a
remember
real person.
when you guys were finishing your last season, and I was up in the stands.
I forgot about that.
And
Oh,
bro,
holy-
they had up on the jumbotron. I forget what song was playing. This dude was dancing, getting after it. I was like, I don't know if I just assumed it was Zeke's brother. I made a joke to you or something. You're like,
I
oh
think
yeah,
ev-
that's my
yeah.
brother. He was getting after
I
Yeah.
it.
remember so vividly looking up and
Yeah.
seeing that, and I genuinely was laughing so hard. Like I was
I
not
got-
locked in. Like I was just I was dead, bro.
Everybody on the team was like, "Wait, that's your brother?" And I was
Yeah, like everyone thought he was way cooler than Zeke after that.
Absolutely. He did more of that game than I did. So that's crazy work. Yeah. He won a
Slightly.
t-shirt, but it was like a medium.
Perfect.
So, yeah,
happened.
absolutely. Little crop top. Yeah. Well, shoot. I mean,
Yeah, we can wrap on that, I guess.
Yeah,
Should we wrap on that for now? And we'll
Absolutely.
Reconvene at the wedding.
come back
I'm so excited.
much harder at the wedding, stronger.
Absolutely. Well, Cray, thank you so much for joining us, after a little coercion. But no, excited to see you in September with the boys, and it's gonna be a blast. So
yeah, thanks for inviting me out and just hanging out. And like you said, we'll be back September, ready to rock. Round 2.
Round 2
it's
coming
gonna
at
be
it.
Powerful
Round
episode.
2.
Viewers beware.
Viewers beware.
Okay. All right. Well, we will catch y'all later then.
Okay, love you. Bye.